See if we're live over here. Is this thing on?
Probably. Let me, but we're not normally on. I'm going to text some folks. There it goes. It's just the notification just went out. There we go. That's you.
Happy New Year. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome. Welcome. Handkerchiefs, hand kissing, handshakes, handwriting, hats. Skips right over handbags.
There's another video on the Workin', by the way. Dawn Loves Couture just posted it. And I've watched Luxury Accounting for Luxury Today talk about it. I filmed the video about it. It's gonna go out next week, actually 2 weeks. Just because I have one. I think that the drama, the controversy, the whatever media coverage of this bag is just hilarious. Hey
I was
Candy. Hey Marilla.
Yeah, I was going through
Hey Jeanette.
looking at my news, and it's all over the news too. It's like, what?
Oh yeah, that's what makes it funny. Like USA Today and like news stations are reporting about this.
Yeah,
That's what makes
Saya's
it
been
hilarious.
talking about it for a month, over a month.
Like 2 months, I know, and it's like, girl, this is old news. We've been able to buy an unbranded Birkin for as long as you've made. It's just because it's like it's on Walmart.com. That's the only. And there's articles out there right now. It's like where to find your Workin' if you can't find it on Walmart. You know. And I'm like, yeah. Well,
The last video,
this, sir.
the last video that I watched today came up in my feed, and it was by this YouTuber that, hi Jennifer, hi Cami, hi Marilla, hi Jeanette again. Came up in this last video that I watched today came up in my feed, and it's not somebody I normally watch, but you know how things come up on the page, but not my notifications, but just up on my feed. And it was somebody named Kiki Chanel. Does anybody know who this is? Anyway, it's this blonde lady. And she was doing the story on those two girls out of that were showing all the fake bags.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. She was going on about, well, you didn't say they were fake when you were showing them in the beginning, and blah blah blah. It wasn't until you got called out that you got angry, and then came on. And then I had not seen the videos, so I didn't know how condescending this girl was, the one who was showing the stuff. And then she came on and said, well, I thought everybody had fakes, you know. I mean, and she said it so condescendingly, like it's just common sense. In other words, implying that her audience doesn't have common sense. Well, why would you do that? So then their parents went and bought them real bags, and they did another unboxing. I did not know that part either.
I think they were sponsored by a company that does reselling. I don't think they were purchased by mom and dad. I think they were gifted.
Right. But that's not what they said.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. That's not what they said. Yeah. And the girl said, well, that's interesting because it looks like she already has a deal with this company and already works for them. Or already, works with them. So, and they have a really good return policy.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie. It's isn't that okay? Anyway.
Well, I think it's funny because people are like, "What are you talking about? What?" Because if you watch Accounting for is it Accounting for Luxury or Briefcase of Luxury? Briefcase of Luxury. She was the one who did the video. She has a Birkin. She's a professor, teaches business in university. She uses it as her work bag, right? So, but she says she has an entire video of her inspired bags. Hey, there's my twin. Want to grab this chair? So, it's in the hallway, the round stool.
Do you have that is one cool sweatshirt?
No, it's over. It's with the toy where you left it. That is Jennifer's favorite guilty pleasure. I'm sure she'll be happy to tell you about this. I'm gonna have to get off my headphone and use the microphone, so you can hear her and she can hear you. So we'll work with it.
I'll just be quiet because you're going to hear me echo in her feedback.
We'll see how this goes. Well, yeah, the feedback, because it's coming through mine and into her ears. It's not fun. I'm sorry. We'll try to keep it brief.
No, you
You know?
guys are fine. It's only when I talk.
That means we need to talk more. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. I'll have to be quiet. Everybody's going to hear me twice.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jennifer came up today because I made turkey. So I had thawed out a turkey and I was going to cook it actually yesterday. And my twin's like, well, I'll come up today if you'll make the turkey. And I said, yeah, I'll make the turkey. And hey, Dawn. And I was like, so how did I make this turkey? Because I'm lazy. I didn't want to have to deal with turkey. I'm tired of dry turkey. You know what? I'm putting that sucker in the crock pot. It's only a 10-pound turkey. And I have a big enough crock pot, right? So last night at between 3:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. because yesterday was a fun day of naps and live. So I woke up, I went on a live, I went back to sleep, I woke up, the live was still going. I was rewatching lives, I went back and Jacob's live. And so anyhow, I was up at 4. I ate dinner at 4. Breakfast. I had a couple of ribs from Monday's feasting day we had, or Sunday, or whatever day it was. And so I put that turkey in that crock pot and I walked away, and like we went out and did stuff this morning. And when Jennifer came back, I said, well, I'll tell you in more detail what we did. But we came home and I said, I need to make the rice for the turkey. And she's like, okay, whatever, we have potatoes. I'm like, yeah, I have rice. Don't worry. So I take the drippings from the turkey. So the turkey is in the crock pot. There's nothing, the only thing on this turkey is seasoning. There's no extra water, there's no extra, fat. Yeah, you are saying double. Sit down. You can roll this out of the way if it's in your way. Yeah, it's here. Don't careful before the avalanche. Bag-a-lanch. Just roll it gently because one of the wheels are loose.
Thank you, Don. Happy New Year to you too, Don.
Oh yeah. So, So at 4:00 in the morning, I threw this turkey in there. Right, it's just seasoned. It's just seasoned Lowry seasoned salt, and I put something else on there. I can't remember. A Cajun blackened seasoning. Threw it in the crock pot for 10 hours, 12 hours, really. It didn't really matter. And then I came home, took the turkey out, falling off the bone, super moist, not a dry bit of turkey anywhere. And then I took the broth and made the rice with it. And then I put the rest of the broth that I had left, I put in a flour slurry. So you let it sit for another 30 minutes in the crock pot, and you have brave new rice and turkey, and that's what we had. So Jennifer was like, oh my gosh, what did you do to this turkey? I'm like, nothing. I literally it did it all by itself. Everybody say hi to Jen. This is Jen. Jen, tell them about your sweater.
My Queen of Sparkle sweater?
Yeah.
Queen of Sparkle. I got it on the buy sell trade group because I missed the launch because I decided I couldn't afford her last year. And this year I was like, I worked too dang hard not to buy what I like. So yeah. I'm on the hunt for Queen of Sparkle.
What's your hat say?
Slytherin.
You and Jolie are I can't say the word.
Slytherin.
That word. Yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff.
That's just because you can't say Slytherin.
Yeah. But I did this last night too.
Oh, good. Wow.
When I was on Jacob's, this is what I was doing. So it's only half done. So I need to finish the back half and then the bottom. But I literally have used all my black stones.
What do you mean by bottom? What do you do to the bottom?
Same thing.
Aren't you afraid to use it?
Jennifer, this is probably never going to be. Look at that. I have to do another coating on this, and then a Mod Podge coating on it. I'm probably never going to use this. This is just decoration.
You have to use it. It's so pretty.
Well, I might not do the bottom then because I don't want to drop crystals everywhere. But anyway, so yeah, Yeah, she really is my twin. This is not a joke. This is not. I am 5 minutes older,
Doesn't
Jeanette.
count.
we are identical twins. Take her hat off. Look,
Here's a mess.
so here's a brush. Brush her hair. Her hair's long. Mine's really short, and it's really
Mine's at my shoulders. Mine is not long. It's long for
Jen,
you.
comparatively.
Yeah, we did not get good hair genes. We've lost most of our hair. It sucks.
Let me see if I can get a better. There we go. Yay! Hello. They're so. These are all our friends. I know. I see it. Let me just move it under the desk. I had to move stuff under my desk so I could. What's the word? Move it too much that way. There we go. I moved the wrong way. Move this way. In frame.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, so no, we went. So we went out. I went to my jewelry store to get my new bracelets fixed. So I had dropped them off last week. Hey, Linda S. This is my twin. This is the other half. I'm older by 5 minutes.
She keeps saying that like it matters.
Oh God! But no. At Christmas though, she tells. You want to tell a story? She tells her daughter. She gave her daughter a bracelet with a heart. She goes, "Because you were my firstborn and you have my heart." And I looked at Jen. I'm like, "I'm Mom's firstborn." But here's the thing. That's in Western culture. In Thai culture, technically, even though I'm the first to be born, they consider the second born within the twin birth to be the eldest, because they say the eldest lets the youngest be born first. It's a weird cultural thing. So it really doesn't matter.
No.
We do sound alike. Our parents would get us confused on the phone all the time.
So this one you've seen. I just had them add a loop to this so it could be put on easier. So my sister gave me a bracelet and a charm because my first charm bracelet, I said, this is full. Well, it's not technically full. There's people who put charms on every single link and multiples, but I didn't want to do that. They get really heavy when they do that, and it's like jingle bells, right? It's constantly. So Jennifer gave me a new charm, which I wasn't expecting, and so I went through my house and went through all of my stuff looking for all the charms I hadn't put on a bracelet, and there's quite a few, and I filled up an entire new bracelet. Well, mostly.
Linda S. Jackie can't do it. We've tried to play tricks on other people. She can't do it. I'm good at it.
So Jennifer gave me this coffee cup as a Christmas gift, birthday gift, And so this is what the bracelet and this charm is what she gave me. And this is what I had in my house unused yet. So this one I have had since I was 16 years old. This cat charm. My friend Carol gave that to me. And the rest of them I've just had off and on. I wanted you to see that. So Jennifer's bracelet, take your bracelet off. Show them your bracelet. Your charm bracelet.
I have 3 of them on.
We'll show them all 3 of them.
Are people interested in all 3 of them?
Yes. Yes. People,
I know the Texas thing.
It's a very big Texas thing. So you go into there, you spend a fortune on charms, and then you have them put them on their bracelet. So this is one of Jen's.
That's my Texas bracelet.
This is her Texas bracelet. So we have the same cactus. This is a blue bonnet, which I didn't get. I should have. This is
bought that for you.
No, this Texas one we both have. This I wish I bought this one too. This landscape one with the Akoya.
That's pretty.
And then a mermaid, because Jennifer's a mermaid. Literally, she could live in the water.
That's the one you gave me.
This is the one I gave Jenny. So 3 of these charms were from me. So when I was confirmed way back in the dark ages, when I was baptized when I was 26. So I bought this charm bracelet, and right here, these charms were from my baptism, which is this shell, and the little cross, and the little dove, which not showing up well. So Jen said she wanted a bracelet. I said, well, no, here, just take mine. And she's still using it. So this one has an owl, another larger dove. This is, what is this
medical
one?
bracelet.
Medical. I want to get one of these. This is type 2 diabetes. This one is a without God, all things are possible. And I don't think they make this. James Avery used to be very religious oriented in their things, but they've stopped.
They also used to have handcrafters, and they had actual jewelers in Kerrville, Texas. And I think there's still a handful left, but they are far and few between. They're now doing more stamped jewelry, and it's more modern because that's what happens when the original people who invent the company die.
Well, he's not.
I think so.
Mr. James Avery? Yeah. And then there's a dove and a heart, a Texas with a heart right here. So this is the cool thing. So here in Texas, we grew up with everybody getting a specific like charm for your birthday, for your Christmas, for your aunt, your uncles, for your parents. Walmart has sold out of Workins. Oh, they sure have.
Jackie asked me to look for them and I couldn't find them.
When we first talked about them. This is a horse, a seahorse. Her daughter is Year of the Horse. Jennifer loves seahorses. There's a clover, a bat, a door and key when they got their house. This is a Rexy. And these are all James Avery. So this is from their brand. Sea turtle and a little baby carriage. This is really cool. Anybody having a baby, that is the coolest thing.
You don't
ever.
make it anymore. You're tired.
Of course not. A bunny rabbit, because
you do not like bunnies.
Good bunny rabbits. And then mom and child. So basically, any life event. Here's a Christmas tree.
My husband made this one for me. So all of our life events that we went through in our first couple of years of marriage, when he thought I was cute, would buy me. He doesn't do it anymore. The man's like, he used to buy me charms and pajamas, and now he doesn't do anything. Now he bought me a purse. But he
you had babies. He got tired. Okay.
Yes.
I'll put that on you if you put this on me. So we now buy each other charms because they're pretty pricey, guys. They're not cheap. They're cheaper than Pandora, but not by much, guys. Especially if you get into the gold, it's really expensive.
Stupid expensive.
But it's really very much a Central Texas thing to have these bracelets. And I don't really want a Birkin or a Workin. Yeah, some people don't like the style of that bag at all, no matter what happens to it. I love that style of the bag because I love it's the quintessential grandma bag or briefcase, guys. And it's heavy. It's heavy. When you actually use it, it gets heavy. When I used it yesterday, I had to run in and go do something. So I had to go to the hospital. So a couple things. I didn't actually want to take my bag into the hospital because I want nothing to touch the hospital air. Not even me. Okay? So I took everything out of my bag, put my bag in my car, put a sweater over my bag, and put everything in my pocket because I only carry 3 things anyway. And then I went up into the ICU, and because if you guys are not aware, the neurovirus is like everywhere, like rampant. Like don't touch, and it's very contagious. So wash your hands. Wear a mask if you feel like you should, because you might, if you're sneezing, sniffling, don't just think it's allergies anymore. It is everywhere. Like the CDC put out something on it because
you know how small viruses are.
Jen, it makes me feel better.
Okay.
I don't even want to breathe hospital air.
I get it. Linda asks, yes, I'm a cat person. I have 7 cats at home. Anyways, you were saying ICU, work, course.
Yes, I don't remember. So we went out today we went shopping after I got my bracelet. What size is your working? Mine's a 35, Morella. And that's why I wanted it. It's a 35. I wanted it, actually what I really want is a 40, but they don't really make those. So you can find a 30, 35, and 25. 25 is way too small. 30, 35 is way I want to do it. So here is the bag I used today, and you would not believe the compliments I got on this bag.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that. Where'd you get this from?
Naomi. Crafted. The same one I gave you, the Gucci.
Awesome. Oh, I like that Gucci. Yeah. It's just so tiny.
It's so tiny. It's a party bag, and I don't party. At least you party.
Yeah, it's true.
So I got these pins today. We went to the little box lunch store, and I got these on sale Loungefly pins, because this is why I love bags like this, is that I can put my pins on there, But the lady at the jewelry store was like, Jackie, where did this bag come from? And I said, well, her name is Naomi. She has a website. She's not really selling this one anymore, but you can ask, But it's the Picatin.
It's a Picatin.
Yeah, this is why the humor is
Oh,
Pikachu
that's
style
funny.
Hermes in LV. You know, that's what I like about it. That's why it's
Funny.
You know, it's not that it looks like a Pikatin. It's that it's a Pikatin using LV, denim. Yes, see, Morella, that's what I thought. This is what they should have done to begin with. Is something like reinvent the denim collection, reinvent the Murakami collection, not just copy,
Yes.
repeat, and tweak, which is what they did. They copy, repeat, and tweak. It's funny. When we were on Super Jacobs last night, he was saying that the trends for 2025, what are we looking at? What do we think it's going to be? And we said that they think that it's going to be brands rehashing archival items. And it's funny because when I was at my jewelry store, every month, James Avery
I know.
is
I'm
going
in
to
trouble.
release an archival, limited time production archival piece of jewelry that's been
What was for
retired.
January?
Earrings. These really pretty. You know them, but you don't know them. But there's these teardrop earrings, that kind of the Bottega dupe earrings that curve underneath the ear that look like big fat drops. Yeah,
Okay.
those are coming out.
I can pass on that.
Yeah, I can too because my earrings are very like set. They're set and they have mice on. They're Mickey, So unless Mickey comes out, we're not getting Mickey. So I bought that. Linda says I bought Pikachu dupe on Amazon. And now I know I don't want the real thing. Linda S, that is me. I love this denim bag. I will never buy a Pikachu because I like carrying it. It's kind of awkward. It's lighter than, of course, my working, but that's what I buy these dupes for, these look-alike copycats, is I know that I bought a all-leather double flap Chanel, and I hate it.
Yeah.
And then I bought a boy bag, hate that one too.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's awkward.
It's the
I
chain
like
is
it
awkward.
looks like it should fit more stuff than they do, and they don't. The double flap takes up too much space. If it was a single flap, I'd love it. If it's a jumbo, I'd love it. But the strap isn't really long enough. It's not really comfortable as a double strap on your shoulder. It's just not for me.
Well, I have
Linda says,
a dupe Pikatin like bag. It was like under $40. It just let me know that I want the 26.
yes. See, I have a dupe I gave to Chat with Chris for the Birkin and the canvas leather combo, and that was a 25. It did not work for me. He loves it. When I got the 35, a whole difference. The whole difference. Right. It's for me anyway. Right. But let me show you what Jennifer got. She went to a thrifting, and I pulled this bag out because I'm using this bag tomorrow. We're pulling out everything. This is the Walmart Daisy Rose bag.
That's a Walmart?
Oh, yes.
Yes. They have been making dupes for a bazillion years. This is a copycat. This is branded Daisy Rose, sold at Walmart, given to me by Miss Winnie B. LV.
Thank you, Linda.
So I have a Tiffany Fred Pikatin. Try it and see if I like the size. Yeah. So here is, but my Adrian is selling a jumbo double flap. Just saying. Well, ma'am, he's selling it for like over almost, I think, $4,000.
Yeah.
It's a good price. I'm not saying it's a bad price. It's just $4,000. And you know what? If I say, hey, husband, I want to buy this bag for $4,000, Disney World.
That's what I was thinking. What? It's your Disney trips. No. All right, so Jackie wants to show you my thriftiness because I love thrifting and I am just very lucky. I worked in retail since I was 15 to 25. I was in high school and college, and I love sorting clothes. I like organizing it. I like, if I'm emotionally upset or mad or mentally unhappy, I will go and literally just sort clothes. And if it's really bad, I go to Ross Dress for Less because they're terrible and they're messy. And so I go and I just clean the racks because I need something to do with my mind. That's not my house, and I can do that. So I have the need to go thrifting, to go through racks. But I found this today at Jackie's. Jackie goes, "We can never find anything at Goodwill." All right, so this is a Spirit jersey, velvet with gold thread, and it was $9.
Do you know how much this is? This shirt out of the store,
which it has new with tags because it's never been worn.
This is the sale price is $40. These sell for $85.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
go to Disney World, these are $85.
Yes.
She got for $9. $9. Brand
With
new
tags.
with tags. I'm like, girl. And then she got this monster for her kid. We have to.
No, it's not for my kid. It's for me.
Well, your kid's gonna take it, even if
No,
it's
actually, these are the Bigfoot ones, and I collect them, and my daughter does not steal them.
okay.
They're mine.
We put in the wash, so I have to go washing.
But this is the reason why we're bringing this up, because I really want to show this to people who appreciate stuff like high-end luxury things. Because my friends are like, "What are you talking about?" All right, so I went thrifting. Guess 2 days ago, 3 days ago, somewhere like this. This dress. Let me get the right frame. So this dress, and I know you can't see the whole thing,
But look at the tweed on this. Look at the beautiful.
That's very Chanel
Look
like.
at how gorgeous it is. But it's not. Look, let me show you. And let me move this over here to you.
Happy New Year,
Let me show
Nancy.
you the tag. Hey, Nancy. For those who know what St. John knit
St. John.
is, this is sometimes people get this confused with there's another company like St. John or John's Bay or something like that from JCPenney
That's
or something.
pennies. Yeah.
So people see St. John and they don't know what this is. They don't understand that this is, how much is this retail for? $1,200 dress that she got for
$9.
$9. Yeah, and it's a size 12. She can't fit it. But our youngest sister who just got married, that will fit her.
Oh,
And the thing with this dress, you can actually get these blocked down or up because of the tubular knit of it. These are really very awesome. The fact that she got St. John's for $9
a day when I was in my very early 20s, and I am 45. When I was very early 20s, I worked at Nordstrom's and I sold St. John's, and I loved it, and I would keep trying to buy it. And as a St. John's person, as a manager, I could get everything 50% off. I still couldn't afford it. I bought one dress, one jacket, one suit, and that's all I bought. And I worked there for 2 years, and I'm like, and I really could not afford the rest of it. And I wanted to buy everything, but it was so expensive. And then I gave the few things I bought, I gave to my cousin because I grew out of
with
them.
the peep bomb.
Peep bomb.
Oh,
And she got rid of them. She got rid of them. I'm like, do not ever get rid of these.
Okay, this is my same cousin who lives in Norway who has like a car that's worth more than my house, maybe my house and Jen's house together. Her car is that expensive. Has Baccarat crystal as her everyday crystal, but doesn't understand the St. John knit textile.
She doesn't really care about clothes. And I'm like, how do you not like luxury clothes if you like luxury things? I mean, she carries expensive handbags. She does LV. She does Gucci. And I'm like, why don't you understand expensive, cool clothes?
And it was in Norway where she could actually use the knit wool suit.
Nancy, I agree with you. I think St. John is classic and looks beautiful always and ever.
Nancy has pugs. They're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles, and what was the other one? I always forget the other two.
Dolly
Pickles,
and Bamboo.
Bamboo. Holly Bamboo.
And Dolly.
Dolly. Sorry, Dolly. Yeah, I love them. I stalk her channel because of her pets. So anyway, we got one more thing.
What do I have to show?
It's in the bag, in the purse.
The sweater?
Yeah.
It's just a sweater.
We show everything.
Okay.
This is my sister's other guilty pleasure. She loves knitwear, and this is just a normal out of Dillard's. It's Worthington's, I think.
Worthington, yeah, that's out of Dillard.
Yeah, and it's just a beautiful knit sweater. You can't find these anymore, even though it's this acrylic and polyester. They're hard to find, you know. So Jennifer,
with my clothes obsession, and I have tons. So my New Year's resolution literally is like, you know how Jackie's bags are out of control?
Yes.
Like Jackie, I can barely get in this room.
It's meant for me, just me.
Literally just you, because the chair to get into this room almost didn't happen. I was like, okay, moving stuff so I can find a spot to sit. That is literally wall-to-wall bags. But my house is wall-to-wall clothing, so I get it. And I've been plus size since I was in my mid-20s, early 30s, and I am now 45. So about 15 years to 18 years, I've hoarded plus size clothing. And I was twice 26 at my highest, and I kept keeping on to stuff. And my husband's like, Jennifer, we have too much stuff. And I'm like, you're now an 18, get rid of this stuff. And I'm like, but it's so hard. So I'm slowly working on that. I got rid of all the 26s and the 4Xs and 5Xs, but I still have a lot of 3Xs. And I kid you not, I still think I'm a 3X. So today we're at Lunchbox Lunch, and I pick up this Spirit Away sweatshirt. It was on sale for like $20. I'm like, oh, this is so cute.
So I looked at the sweater and I looked at Jennifer and said, yeah, I'll fit you.
And I was like, no, it's not.
Like,
and she's like, try it on. And so I did, and it did fit. I was like, how do I feel large? This is not normal. And she's like, it is now. And so I have a lot of stuff to get rid of because of that. And yeah, there was a point to that. That wasn't my point, but that's what I'm saying.
Clothes stuff. My room's too much. Too many bags. Downsizing.
Too many things. But bags fit you no matter what size you are, and that's the nice thing about bags.
Mm-hmm.
My word for the year 2025 actually have two: reduce and produce.
Well, yeah, when we were on Super Jacobs, Jolie was on there too. It was a call-in for people who watch Super Jacob, and anybody was welcome to show up. So a bunch of us YouTubers showed up on his channel, and he was streaming for 11 hours. There was plenty of space for everybody. We're talking about the trends. What happened in 2024? And it's kind of funny. The trends that we could remember that we talked about was bag charms.
Yes.
And
is that trend? I thought that's been around.
It was a big trend, though, in 2024.
Oh, yeah, because I always look for them.
Yeah, like this one. The Labubu trend, okay? The Labubus.
You love them.
They're monsters. They're amazing, So the Labubu trend, bag charms in general. I mean, it's not, bag charms are trendy, but it's more like, it's the personalization with the clothing that changed it. So you'll see people with LV, Chanel outfits on their dolls hanging on their bags, on their Hermes bags.
Trucker hat bar thing yet? And did you guys, any of y'all get in that bandwagon? I did, because I'm a fashion person. And so they do, the trend of 2024 was the trucker hat, where you customized your hats and you put 1 million patches on them. The same thing with the purse.
And it's all about customization and showing your personality, because things look the same. Yes. Everything looks is mass produced. I don't care what they say about it. If there's more than 5, it's a mass production. You've made 300. There's 300 of them, right? So the charms let you express your self-expression. And is that everything
that I'm showing?
Okay, all right. Good. So
what else did we remember?
We're talking about the trend of 2024, which was bag charms, and I said it was pre-loved. Now, Super Jacob didn't quite get on that bandwagon, because Super Jacob is not really, he does do pre-love, but I don't think he really saw the amount of pre-love people actually were purchasing, because the market tanked so bad.
Yes.
The market tanked so bad that everybody's like, this is the time to buy. And then the other trend was Stanley Cups.
Oh, I'm on that bandwagon too.
And Super Jacob kind of poo-pooed it a little bit. He kind of like, Stanley Cups. No. Stanley Cups.
So Stanley just launched on the 29th Valentine Cups through Target. And I'm on a group for them. And I'm like, do I want them? Do I not want them? What do I think? At 2 a.m., guess who was on their phone ordering? Me. And at 2:17, because I took a minute to figure out what I wanted to do, it was in my cart. I went to go purchase, and it sold out. And I'm like, it is 2:17 a.m. What is going on? And I'm like, I know they drop and they're lightning fast, but that's ridiculous. Now the Owala in October for the Boo I was also 3 minutes after 12 noon, and but it was 12 noon, not 2 a.m. Like, I was like, who's up at 2 a.m.? Me. So I went to Target the next morning because I wanted the size 20 ounce, because I wanted a coffee cup size. I have a ton of 40. I literally use like 3 cups a day. I have water, I have tea, I have soda. I mean, I am like literally like lots of drink cups.
She has like serious anxiety if she does not have a drink with her at all times.
It's partially because I teach and I talk all day long. And so I always have to have water with me. I'm also diabetic and I just need water all the time. So anyways, those were those things about me. So I wanted to get the 20 ounce. Girl, they were sold out. I went to the store. I went to all the surrounding stores. I asked the managers. We talked. I went to the 3 cities around me as I was coming up to visit Jackie. All sold out. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?"
Tell them what that salesperson said.
Oh, Happy New Year, Olame.
Because I am so sick of the Stanley.
Oh yeah, the Target employee's like, I'm so over Stanley. I don't think we're gonna do any more problems. I said, well, sir, considering you sold out in less than 24 hours, I think you should probably continue.
So it's actually kind of surprising that the Elf collaboration lasted as long as it did.
They actually restocked on Elf, and then they did another drop which was normal colors, but people liked them. I didn't, and I love teal and pink and orange, and I just didn't love them.
I want
And
the Wicked one. I don't even like Alphabet. And I don't
I
like it.
want the pink one because it's glittery,
And I want the green one because it's green
and it's glittery.
gradient. Jolie, before we go too far down this rabbit hole, do I see
Yes.
a No Way behind you on the shelf of sales?
No, it's not on the shelf of sales. It's below it because it's my current carry.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I'm like, girl, we got to talk. You cannot.
Nope.
Yeah. Anybody waiting for the Murakami drop tomorrow? Do you see any Stanley Cups at Goodwill?
Never.
See, Hadrian finds some, but he's in California.
I'm in the second largest city in in Texas, which is San Antonio. I have a circuit that I go to because I like to rummage. And I never see. I do see Tervis a lot, but I never see Stanley ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the other resale stores too. Like I go to I
Clothes
equal
Mentor.
opportunities.
What was that other one we go to? Clothes Mentor,
Texas Thrift.
Texas Thrift. That one's kind of local to Texas. We don't have any is Adrian goes to a place called Veterans Thrift or something. We don't have that one.
Place in Austin you told me to.
Yeah.
There's a place called Cheapest.
Second Chance.
There's a store like that in San Antonio that I found that was over by the Half Price bookstore.
Oh.
It was cool.
Yeah, no. So here's what's happened is people have learned. People will take. It used to be like only high-end things, blah, blah, blah. No. Now people, if you can get $1 for your trade-in shirt, people are selling them because it was $1 more than you had before. You donated it to the Goodwill, it just goes away. Some people don't give a crap about trying to sell it on eBay. They're like, I don't want to deal with this. Just take my stuff and give me credit. And it is very popular in San Antonio to go to secondhand thrifting, not just kids' clothes. Kids' clothes have always been popular.
It's become trendy.
Yeah, it's
my teenagers, because I teach high school, all now think thrifting is a great idea. I thrift, honestly, would I thrift? Okay, so I'm wearing Queen of Sparkle, and yes, this is a used pre-loved, and I got her for $65. She's normally $150, $130. This particular style, and I'm okay with that because I wear these to they fall off my body. But I don't like spending money on jeans. I don't like spending $120 on jeans, and so I will get them at Goodwill for $9. And I'm still annoyed how expensive Goodwill is. I think it should be cheaper. Yeah, because it's all done.
Yes.
It's
gone way up.
Yes. I'll go to Clothes Mentor because they purchase it from people. And so it's not donated. It's actually purchased from people, $3 or $4 per item. And they mark it up to between $9 and $18, maybe $25. Some things I've seen for $40, but nothing really more than that in terms of clothing. Now the purses, they're between $60 and $130. And then they do have luxury items that are priced appropriately. But I prefer Clothes Mentor just because of those reasons. Because
I unloaded 20 bags to Clothes Mentor just because I tried selling them, and then either they didn't sell or I just need to get them out. And I know that I pretty much sold them for $5. It didn't matter. It's they were out of my house.
At that point, you had too many riffraffs that you purchased that didn't work out that you just needed to get rid of at that time. I think now you're down to what you love.
There's still a few in here I should weed out some more, but I'm learning not to
trends. Our trends change too, right? How you feel about things.
Oh yeah, I totally feel differently about certain bags. I will always have a love-hate relationship with Coach because I love them and I hate them. They make something I love and then they discontinue it and they continue to do that. So it makes it so when something does come out at Coach that I love, I have to immediately buy it and buy 5 of them.
Oh, I'm also very brand specific and very loyal to certain brands. I am a Stanley girl, Swig, Queen of Sparkle, Ralph Lauren. Who else do I like? Portland leather.
Portland. She loves.
I adore Portland leather.
I pretty much gave her all my Portland leather and created a monster. Mm-hmm. Really, and that's where I wanted to go today with Portland leather goods. I totally forgot.
Let's go.
It's 4:00 going up to Austin. Are you sure?
What time do they close?
6.
Not enough time.
So, we'll have to. You don't have to hate them, Jackie. Well, it's the pressure of having to go buy them when they come out. Like when they came out with the faded
Yeah.
blue that 2 years ago, I felt like I had to buy everything in that collection because I loved that color so much. And I even bought bags and styles of bags I know I'll never use, but I love that collection so much.
So I'm brand specific. Jackie is color specific.
Very colors.
Every shade of denim or colonial blue. All shades. All shades. All denims.
It's so much to the point that she won't buy blues because she's like, and so I don't buy greens.
Love Shack partnered with Gucci with Gap, and I got a sweatshirt that's floral and blue. And my husband goes, "Oh, that's really pretty on you. Where'd you get them?" Like Goodwill. And he's like, "Why don't you have more blue?" Like, because it looks like my sister. All blues are Jackie.
All greens, all purples, and most yellows. Not so much yellows. Yellows are my mom. She'll take the yellows.
I love pink.
But you'll take my green and purple. And I don't buy pink too. This might be her fault.
Yeah. I love pink.
Queen of Sparkle. I've never heard of that brand.
Oh, don't.
Okay. Okay. So the Queen of Sparkle is a boutique. Is a boutique.
It's just sparkly, and this is the plain stuff. I just bought a Valentine's Day shirt, and I kid you not, it was $235, and I bought it. I said to myself, Jennifer, you'd buy a bag for that price, you'd buy a sweatshirt for that price.
Let me show you. And here's the thing: she will buy clothes, I will buy bags. I look at everything like, but that would be a bag. It's okay. Show that your sweater, my sweater that you bought me, is over there underneath that box, the shoebox. To the left, shoebox. And grab the sweater. We can show them. I'll look for the photo of her sweatshirt. No, you didn't buy this one, did you?
No,
not that one.
I wanted to though, but I have so much Diet Coke that I decided I couldn't do it. Did I send it to you?
Yeah, I know you. I think you sent it to me. This one, the strawberries.
Yeah.
So this is a Queen of Sparkle outfit. So they're expensive, and they're not sold. Queen of Sparkle has a .com, but they're really meant to mostly found in smaller boutiques. So you can actually do a better job finding them if you follow people on their website and stuff.
She's from Louisiana. She was a petroleum engineer. That's what I just ordered.
This is the one. They're chocolate covered strawberries.
I wanted the caramel colored apples, but my husband didn't like it, and I didn't care about Valentine's. I'm buying what I want to buy. So she's from Louisiana. She went to LSU. I think she went to LSU. She's an engineer. She designed jumpsuits as she did for safety because there was nothing in. She doesn't like boring clothes, and she's like, "There's nothing that I can wear that's safe." So she curated a whole jumpsuit line and then sold it to a safety company, and then opened Queen of Sparkle. And so she might be an engineer, but all she does is make clothes. So she's from Louisiana.
Yeah, it's definitely very cool. That's Jennifer had that shirt. I have that shirt. We all three of, and her third kid that's not really her kid has that shirt. Her adopted kid, not technically adopted, but family. Family. We're family now. We're Asian. We adopt people into our family. Oh, yeah. That was. I think either she went to go get something or she abandoned me already. We'll see if she comes back. But I'm telling you. Y'all met Jenny. This is what I'm telling you. I am the quiet one in the family. Shocking. Oh, she's back. She went to get her water. Yep. So she's my bad influence about clothing because now I'm getting into the Queen of Sparkle, and I like bags. I will buy a bag before I buy clothes. Jenny will buy clothes before a bag. I was talking to Dee Dee Bean, and Miss Dee Dee Bean said she will buy the bag charm before she buys the bag.
Then just ask me if you have any bags for sale behind me, and I don't think
Julie.
Oh, my bad.
The top shelf, Linda S., the top shelf are her sale bags. So
that's not all of them. I will be adding a lot more before I start selling. My bag of the day is sitting back there. That one's not for sale.
Oh, have you my big tote bag? Do I have it?
Which big tote bag?
The one that had all the clothes in? Did you put the clothes back in it? No? Yeah.
Linda, I'm slowly going through all my bags.
Hi, Cole. So I'm going to move into this one. This is going to be my move-in for tomorrow. I'm using all of my inspired bags because I'm so annoyed at the work and controversy. I'm like, no.
Yes.
I want to wear my I don't have a Neverfull. I would love a Neverfull. I don't have one. This is the closest thing I'm going to. I have to, and I agree. If this strap was another inch longer, everybody would love this bag more. But
Yes.
I still like the bag, so I'm going to use this tomorrow. So I'm going to change out of this one and move into this one, because that's what we do around here. You know, I bought Jackie's. Yes, Linda S. Linda was the one who bought my Speedy 30 last January that saved me out of a pickle. And sadly, I do miss that bag, but the pickle was more important to get out of. You know,
Well,
and I know it's with Linda.
I want a Speedy 30B back because I don't have one. I have 3 or 4 Speedy 25 bandoliers.
Mm-hmm. That's her Christmas bag.
What I like about it is that it has this front
Outside
pocket,
pocket.
and it's just an open cavity. But I can't do this, Jackie. Help me out.
Oh, I'm trying to hold on.
Anyways,
See right there. I have to get this on.
my husband got me a little coin purse that goes with it, and I like how it opens and it looks like can't do
Here.
this. I'm very bad at
Oh,
it.
that's
So
cute.
this is one of these little, what are these called?
Coin purse.
Coin purse. I like this is a different one than the ones I had.
That's what I
This
wanted
is
to show you.
really
It's brand new.
cool. This is a brand new design. This is much better than their older ones. It gives more space.
So I think I don't know if everybody knew this, but Jackie went into my purse, I don't know, 8 months ago.
It was on camera, I believe. No, it wasn't on camera. I was doing a live. I finished the live. I was working on her bag. She was using a Coach flap classic. I forgot the name of it. It's the classic flap over bag, the sack, saddle type bag. And I was in her bag trying to empty it out so that I said, give me your bag, let me clean it for you. And I'm emptying it. I said, Jeffrey, I have all these bags. And I gave her my purple Michael Kors bag. So I threw everything in her bag in that Michael Kors bag. And I kept pulling out pens and pencils and lip liners. And I just about died. I'm like, you are never doing this. And I grabbed every open pouch I had laying around on my desk and I started organizing her bag. I said, you will never put a pen in a bag, especially a vintage Coach, without, and this is not like a bag with, this is not like a pen with a cap, guys. It is a pen like this. I'm like, are you crazy? And it was already open. It wasn't even closed. It was open. And I'm like,
okay, so yes, so I then became a pouch person, and so this is how I keep my key fob is in here.
This is her key fob. Yep.
My sugar packets, my extra credit cards.
Oh my goodness.
And that's all that's in here.
Yeah,
like in terms of pouches. Yeah.
But now she doesn't do that anymore. Now her bag has a pouch.
I have been taught.
Just about that. Yes, Selena, this is my twin. Yeah.
And so all my lipsticks are, in here. And this goes inside the purse.
This is my current pouch of choice. And this is my current wallet of choice.
Is that a Reed?
Actually, the wallet's a Coach wallet.
Oh.
My current wallet, I had to get a smaller one because my purse is so tiny. It's moose leather and it was made by a lady that's local. It's Terry.
Yeah. Maybe not share the open part of the wallet, Jen.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, let's not tempt fate.
Okay. Anyways, it's really cool. I bought it for my husband, and my husband didn't like it, so I'm like, fine, I'll keep it. So I've been using it. And what I like about my purse, that Jackie doesn't like it.
Stitch.
It has this cool strappy strap thing that I bought to you can't show it. There we go. It has this little thing. So this part's leather and this part's nylon, and it's thicker than what the Portland leather normally does. So I think that's really pretty. And also it's a smaller size purse. And then they have these really cute purse charms that they made. And so I got strawberries.
But the thing about this bag that she loves, this is the second. This is considered second. So you see how smooth the grain is on this side? This is the front side with pebble. Yeah. This is the back side. Look at the difference in the grain.
Oh, wow.
So this is why it's second, because most people who want a first, they don't want two textures. They probably want just the one texture, but this one passed, and I guess they just said, okay, we're using the leather, we don't care. Jen, and this is the whole reason Jen wanted this bag, was because of the textures, but there was one flaw in this bag she didn't plan on, and it's how it's up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can fix that. Yeah. The way it closes, the way the zipper doesn't have a good stop right here. So like, if you pull it over too much, it kind of gets caught and you have to thread the teeth together. Again, it's kind of like how it ends this way. It doesn't have a really good, it's not the best finish out. And this has always been my complaint about Portland leather goods. It's the little details. So drive a bag snob like me, a little crazy. It's like, but it also has this like front empty, this like phone slot pocket, which is also awesome. But yeah. Jennifer loves it, and she'll beat it up the heck and back, and then she'll get another one.
You want to know why? It was $100 and it was on sale, so it was cheap. And I like things that are not expensive because I then can use them. I am a person like I have a
sweater costs more than her shirt does.
I know.
I mean, her shirt costs more than her bags.
I got a cat sweater for $235, covered in cats. And again, I have 7 cats at home, so I wore it last night for New Year's Eve, and I loved it. But I'm like, oh my god, if I get anything on this, I'm going to cry. But when my bag is not expensive and it is something I can use, then I feel okay beating it up to hell and back. I just can't use expensive things. not when it comes to leather goods, because I really beat them up. I run and go.
You know, Selena, she's asking if anyone knows of a bag company that does good vachetta, delivers to the UK. No, I don't know. It's hard to find. It's honestly, because it stains and gets water spots, people are nervous of it. It's kind of almost like suede. People don't like suede because they're like, it's too difficult to take care of, or patent leather, but it's actually not. You just have to know what to do.
I have mostly, most of my favorites are vachetta bags.
Yep. It's that natural leather,
I would cry.
Vachetta just means cow.
Yeah.
The first scuff, I would cry.
That's why I buy everything used. It already comes pre-scuffed. The first ding is there. That's also what I like about used cars too. No one ever worries about the used car getting the door ding. It's only the new car. People are like, that's my car. You ruined my paint. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Reed Krakoff doesn't do it anymore, but I can show you a couple of bags that you can get for $60 or less that are worth much more, in my opinion.
I'm polishing silver while we're talking. So how was everybody's New Year's? Did everybody stay up? I stayed up. I was awake at New Year's, and then I heard the fireworks go off, and then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again, and with Super Naked was still live streaming.
That's a long live stream. That's craziness.
Yep.
I'd be hungry. That's cute.
This is a Reed. This is vachetta. And then it has vachetta lining. And then this is all vachetta.
I can see you carrying that, Jackie.
I want that bag.
Yeah, see.
I almost bought that bag. She bought it. She bought the second one we found because it had a broken piece of hardware. And then she was clever enough to open up the bag and lining, find the missing piece of hardware, and repair it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why didn't I do that?
I was on the sofa at 11 o'clock watching the New York ball drop, and then because we're a different time zone, and then I fell asleep for 45 minutes, and then woke up to see the one for my city, and then we probably were home by 12:30. My son, who is 4, literally kicks and screams about going to bed. Oh, those are cute.
See? Yeah, one has snake trim and one doesn't.
They both do. They both have snake.
They both have snake. Oh, just the color of it.
Oh, they do?
I like the blonde one.
I hadn't noticed. Wow, it's such a good.
So they're completely different. That's why I have them both.
Yeah.
Oh, agreed. 100%. Those would complement different outfits for sure.
Yeah, I love the untreated This one had a ding in it so bad that I couldn't fix it. So that's the Canterbury Cathedral from when I went to England.
Perfect.
Works out well.
Hey, so what's everybody's wish list for Jorgelina? Jenny, Jorgelina is a teacher. This is my twin sister who's also a teacher. Jorgelina teaches math.
Oh no. I taught physics for a year and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't know how to teach math. I can do the math, but teaching the math, it's a headache. It's a headache.
So, yes, you're seeing double. That's my twin sister. We're 5 minutes apart in age. Jen says it,
saying it.
but I love saying it.
Doesn't
But everybody asks.
Oh, okay.
Everybody wants to know how far, because twin births are kind of like unique, especially identical twins.
So think so.
We are also the perfect split of one egg. You know, unlike fraternal twins that are actually two different eggs, we are just one. Do you know that there's new? Hey, Jolie, do you know that there's a new science? I just saw it today about stem cell research.
Yes.
Not just the normal stem cell.
Menstrual.
Stem cell. Yes. I was scared. I was like, wait, what? The uterus lining apparently is the only thing that can self-repair healing-wise, and it has more stem cells and regenerative, and it's something we shed every month as women.
Wow.
I know, right? It's brand new. Brand new
Yeah,
technology.
you're dumping stem cells. Not only that, the uterus is the only organ that can bleed like that and doesn't scar over.
It's so cool.
I was like, well, that makes sense.
It is life.
And you need to check out your teacher playlist for all the freebies. Jorgelina on her drive has a teacher's playlist where she's offering up all of her activities and things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like a treasure trove. Oh, guys, if you guys watch 5 Foot Nothing, she did a contest, and guess who one of the winners was? Apple Blonde. Our friend Apple Blonde won.
I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know why you're frozen, but yeah, we can hear you. Tough to understand all the words, Jolie. With the is it echoing on your guys' end?
Yeah, it will, because you don't have headset on.
Okay, I'm gonna put this back on speaker. You're not gonna hear anything.
That's fine.
Okay. There, that should be better. The echo should be gone.
I'm going to play with my phone and get it to unfreeze.
Okay. Yeah, well, the echo should be gone. You probably won't hear Jennifer unless it picks up on my... Or you should pick up on the speaker. You just won't hear what they're saying, which is fine.
That's fine.
Because we're the talking people, and I'll just repeat things. So, anyhow, that's what we've done this holiday season. She went to a party, and I went to sleep. So, yeah, sorry about the echo. It should be better now. Jolie's trying to bounce her phone so it functions a bit better, and I am just hanging out with y'all. So last night when I was watching Super Jacob and playing with my bag, it was kind of fun. I love his marathon. That's the first time I've been able to go to his marathon. Jolie was on there too. When he showed up, Ed Braun showed up. Yeah, Apple Belong won the skincare package. I know, right? Isn't that cool? The other person who won, I don't actually know them, but I was like, yes, somebody I know won that cool. And can you imagine how much that's going to cost in postage? I'm like, wow, because Apple Belong's in America, But that's what happens when you have. Can you put this on me? I undid it, and now I can't get it back on. I don't hear an echo from Jolie, but she's frozen. This is Linda S. Yeah, she's bouncing her phone. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't have to restart or anything. Yay! Yeah, but anyway, so my wish list for 2025, that one too, is and I've been thinking about this a lot, like what kind of bag do I really want? Because one of the things that kind of got to me when people kept talking about the work-in, and people said, well, just save for the real thing. Just get the real, Hermes bag. And I'm like, guys, I actually have Hermes bag. So does Jolie. Jolie has a garden party, a really awesome garden party. And I have a vintage, a handbag from like 50 years ago. It's still an authentic Hermes.
No.
So anyway, it really
That's
bugs me that people.
that's what
We hear
happens
you
when
now.
your cell phone goes dead because you forget to plug it in. I just
Dude.
plugged it in. It was completely dead.
What?
Okay.
Odd. Yeah, so for me, it's like that's why I'm using my dupes, and I want to, and I don't really. I think people who use inspired bags or copy bags or look-alike bags are just bags that have the shape and style, but not the branding or the badging. It's to enjoy it, to use it, to have it. I don't think there should be a gatekeeping. Which working brand do you have? Is it from Kamugo? Actually, the one I have came from a vendor that no longer is in business, and I don't know why, because with my research, the vendor had a website for 4 years, and all of a sudden after I bought that bag, that website is gone. So I'm not sure if that website will come back, but it's a different website, and they gave me the bag. I'm happy with it, and I was actually gonna get the Walmart version from that vendor, but I was going to wait until this month to do it. Of course, when I looked to buy it, it hadn't sold out. It wasn't viral. This was 4 weeks ago. At the very end of November, I bought this bag. Um,
Here, Linda.
Linda S. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Jackie had her head set off to allow her sister to hear because now Jen can't hear. If you notice, now she's silent.
Silent. Yeah. We're lamenting over the fact that you can't hear us, but if I turn off my headset, they get an echo.
I don't mind.
It's a feedback loop. And I have enough headphones, just not enough synced up to my computer. And we weren't really planning on doing this. This is kind of like she was coming for food and she happened to be here. And I'm like, we need to show off the loot. And people like to see you because we are identical.
And it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Like people like who have known us for years, because we now live in different cities, don't know she has a twin, right? So I'm at my place of work, and all of a sudden this man keeps staring at me in the cafeteria, right? And I'm looking at him like, okay, this hasn't happened to me in a long time. I walked over to him like, do you know my sister? And he's like, Jennifer? I'm like, yeah, that's my twin sister. And she's like, oh my gosh, I thought I just couldn't tell because you look just like her. He was a teacher at the school she was teaching at and had left teaching, is working at my company in a different town, and sees me in the cafeteria and is like, and it's every time he sees me, he's like, yeah. Jennifer was at a Home Depot in San Antonio when we were younger, and my coworker from my business, this was years ago, stops her in the Home Depot. This has happened more than once, and says, Jackie? And it's funny because this happens a lot. Like, I used to always answer to Jennifer because everybody called us Jackie or Jennifer. They didn't know who was who. That's why I always answered to Jen's name, because I was just so used to everybody assuming I was Jennifer, because Jennifer worked in retail. She was everywhere. People knew her from Nordstrom's. They knew her from Chico's. They just knew her. Jennifer is the social butterfly.
Partier.
And she did all the fun stuff in college, and I was the bookworm in the library who knew nobody.
Hi, Jelly.
So anyways, back to the Home Depot.
Yeah.
I was wearing Tigger pants. Tell them that. It was embarrassing.
She was wearing Tigger pants. Like from Winnie the Pooh Disney pajama pants. Oh, no. Those same pants, ma'am. You were wearing a white oversized sweatshirt and those pants at the HEB, and my current boss saw you and said, Jackie, I saw your sister at the HEB. I'm like, oh no, what was she wearing? You don't think about it. You don't think about it. You're like the 2 a.m. Walmart people. Well,
So,
apparently,
this past Christmas, I went to HEB twice, and I actually wore real clothes. I ran into so many people I knew.
yeah.
And
And
can they hear me?
they can hear you.
Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
you just can't hear her, but they can hear you because of that microphone.
Okay.
But the thing was too, like she was at a school work function with her kiddo, and one of my coworkers from way back in the day is a bus driver for her school district. Looked over at Jennifer, it's like
Jackie?
and had a whole conversation.
I had to take pictures. I had to send it to Jackie. I'm like, hey, look who I'm with.
Well, that's the cool experiences. The bad experiences are when people don't think we're actually, well, they think we're punking them. They think we're pranking and punking them, and they think I'm actively saying, "Oh no, I'm not Jennifer. No, really, I'm not Jennifer. I'm Jacqueline."
Right.
And they really, honest to God, think that it's Jennifer playing them. Like, no, this is when we were in college, guys. Not now. Now people kind of take it at face value. You have a twin, but then it was like, okay, it was funny. It was funny.
Miss Jelly, yes, I completely understand.
The
So
day
we
I
go
got
out looking like a complete
So
slob.
I think it's really funny because Jackie and I, we've kind of changed personality-wise in terms of things we buy. I used to work at Nordstrom's back in the day, and I worked for a boutique before that. And so I was always in the boutique kind of high-end culture, and I was always wearing expensive, fancy things. Like my normal shirt when I was like 19, 18, I was wearing like $65 shirts, and I thought that was normal back in the day. And I didn't realize that was not normal. And because I never shopped anywhere else.
they know we're overly privileged, spoiled. It's okay.
So, anyways, the whole point being is I used to wear luxury makeup all the time, and I have been doing research and like watching influencers, and I am a drugstore queen. I love thrifting. I love drugstore makeup. I'm like, why have I spent so much money on high end makeup? I can buy this at the drugstore. I kid you not.
We have been laughing about this because, like, what is wrong with our family? How have we been ruined by our family? Because we were expected to wear a very different type of clothing. So Jennifer did. Even as a teacher, she did. The shoes she wore, just the shoes. Okay, so anyway, so we would always buy Estee Lauder makeup because that's what our family used. That's what my
Yes.
mother used. We didn't know you could buy makeup at the drugstore. We didn't know a drugstore existed. When I met James, I didn't know you could buy furniture at a Walmart. I thought Walmart was, this is before Walmart had groceries, it was just stuff, right? I thought
Yeah.
Walmart was just like clothing and things. I didn't know Walmart sold like assembly furniture I explained, and James was like, "Well, where did you buy furniture?" In a furniture store. Where did you buy furniture? Walmart. I'm like, what? And like when we would buy suitcases, we went to the Samsonite store. When we would buy shoes, we went to the shoe store. We didn't realize, or when we bought furniture, it was a furniture store, a mattress store. It was a store dedicated to that thing. Where James's family is like, no, everything comes out of Walmart. We all from Walmart.
So my children are Target Walmart babies.
Yeah,
and Target being my favorite store on earth. Okay, so. I took Violet to go get shoes at the mall. She about had a heart attack. Violet's 10. And she's like, Mom, these shoes are like $100. So I'm like, that's how much shoes cost. Not at Walmart, they don't. I'm not. She would not look at them. She wouldn't even look. She went.
I love your kid. Well, let me show you a picture that will explain. Where did I put that picture?
Which one is it?
When did I get this picture? It was this morning. Okay, let me see. I sent it to a friend, so maybe I just swiped it. Let me get it off there. This is from my mother's friends.
Oh yeah.
Table setting. This is the stuff we grew up with. This is their New Year's table setting, guys. Do you see the salt cellars? There's a menu planned out. This is Royal Copenhagen. This is my grandmother's dish pattern that we both love that my mom got rid of
because she thought it was too boring.
Yeah, too old-fashioned. This one is actually called this is Jennifer's favorite pattern. I can't remember the name of it. The lace, half lace, full lace. This is the oldest continually sold. What?
I like the mega too.
Yeah, but this is the longest continually printed sold pattern of China. Royal Copenhagen China is really, really fancy. So we grew up being fancy and really bougie that we thought that was just normal. So we didn't actually, we really, and I'm not even kidding, we did not understand that you got makeup from the drugstore because we're like, but you can't try it on. How do you know if it matches you? We were actually absolutely confused.
Okay, so let me tell you, I took my husband shopping with me. We took his mother. His mother is mobilely challenged. So we said, hey, look, we're going to pick you up. We're going to go to Target. We're going to get a cart. I'm going to make sure I get a cart for you. Andy's going to come get you. You will have a cart. Do not worry. And when I say cart, motorized scooter, right? So motorized cart thing. And so she goes and I'm like, okay, we're going to know how the children are going to be with a babysitter. It's just us. Andy, me, and you. That's it. So I said, shop as long as you want. We went to the biggest Target in town because it's only Target and Walmart that has motorized carts to use. So those are the only two stores she can go to. It's just, she hasn't gone out in a long time. She's kind of housebound. So we went and she had a great time and she went looking around. So my husband's with me and I'm like, okay, well, we got time to kill. She's shopping. She didn't want us to hover. So we did our own thing. And so I'm going down the makeup aisle. I said, Andy, I'm out of foundation. I've got to get new stuff. But the stuff I usually buy by Maybelline's no longer being made. And come to find out that it was being repackaged and it is being made. I just didn't realize it. And so I'm standing there and Andy's over my shoulder and I'm looking for a new foundation, which I hate trying to find the shades of. And I pull these shades because at this particular Target, all the shades are out and you can test them. And so I was testing them on my hand and I'm like, these are all too yellow. And I'm like, I'm usually in this shade range. And my husband goes, no, you're that color. And I'm like, no way. No, you're that color. He picked out 122. And I'm like, that color? I'm like, okay, well, I'll just buy it. I'll just get that one. Girl, it was perfect. I was like, how the heck do you look at a range of makeup and go, that's your color and it's perfect? I was mad at him.
That's Jen with her makeup, perfect shade match, full face of makeup.
No, this is no makeup.
No, that's picture.
Yeah, but this one still makes.
Well, yeah. That's
lipstick.
That's why I showed the picture with you with foundation.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's funny that a man picked the color out for me that was like per shade first try. You know how hard that is?
I can't pick out makeup. Hey, Gigi Bean. Gigi's here. Say hi.
I did think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Ola May, she has the best Dooney stuff. Like she has the new Dooney bags. Like, oh my God. It's like Dooney I went to Dooney yesterday and I talked to the ladies at Dooney. And I said, are they doing anything for the 50th anniversary? And they're like, we haven't heard anything. I'm like,
damn yes. You know they've heard something.
No, actually, the salespeople at the outlets, they're the last to know. I actually know more than they do just by following.
But do they recognize you at this point?
Well, they know me. They watch my channel.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, they know me. The ladies know me.
So
where's
I thought
that?
what today was going to be.
The Dooney outlet over in San Marcos, Texas.
Okay.
So I thought what today we're going to do was go. Jackie said, I want to go shopping. Like, sure, let's go to the mall. Let's go to the outlet center and let's go film bags. Let's go do some content for your channel. And she's like, okay. So we get there. We go to a box lunch. And she's like, okay, we're done. I'm going home. I'm like, wait. Aren't we going to take pictures of bags? Like, I got psyched myself up for this. I even planned in my head what stores we're going to because this is not my thing. And I was going to do it with you. And she's like, no, we're good. We're going home. I'm like,
Ola May has a question. Do you notice any quality differences in the makeup between the high-end stuff?
Yes, but I don't care enough about the fragrances because I'm not allergic to anything. Like literally my skin has no issues. And so I can wear anything I want. I love e.l.f.'s primers because if you have a good primer, no matter what you put on your face, it's going to be fine.
That's true.
And then you have to clean your face. And so your skincare is more important than your actual makeup.
I am allergic to everything. Everything. This is why we have vampires. Like you see our different skin tones. I do everything to avoid the sun.
I love the sun.
This is as pale as she will ever be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's winter.
From here on, it's just more tan. Yeah.
So my mom, I went to go visit her in August for a wedding, and my mom goes, your makeup goes on so easy. And I'm like, it's the primer, Mom. I mean, my skincare routine plus primer means all your stuff sticks to your face. And she's like, you don't have to blend it out. I'm like, hardly at all. hardly. And I use a tinted moisturizer for mature skin. Like I use things that help my skin because I'm getting old, to make it better. But I literally use like $12 foundation and like $10 primer. Now the thing about the cheaper primers is you gotta buy more of it. So even though luxury is more expensive on the front end, I don't mind luxury. I like luxury, but I'm cheap to begin with, so I will just use the less expensive, but you get less ounces. So you gotta look at the cost per unit, like how you want to spend your money. If you're someone who's tried and true and you love what you love, then go get the one that is expensive and it's fine. Like my eyeshadows are all Jeffree Star because I like his formula.
She has Jeffree Star makeup too because we like his stuff.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
formulas are great, and I go for his colors all the time. They're good colors.
Yeah.
And I like in NYX Buttermelt blush. But honestly, I wore Mary Kay for years and years too, in terms of their colors because it was easy. And I like their skincare. And but I now use different skincare. I'm cheaper. I used to use a $200 value firm set, and I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. So I just use like I think it's L'Oreal, the red bottle, $27.
Cetaphil.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. No, the Cetaphil, the other cleaner and makeup.
That's what daughter uses.
Yeah. Hey ladies, it's true. Portland Leather Goods owner was involved in. Whoa, that I don't know. Zena.
Oh, I hope not.
I have no. I thought that was the Abercrombie and Fitch dude, the CEO of Abercrombie that got arrested recently. I didn't think that was PLG, unless there's another scandal I don't know about. You know.
Well, rich men, you know.
I have Pugsley at my feet.
Jackie, what's Jen asking you?
Wait, what?
I sent you a bag.
Oh, Jeanette is talking about postage. She mailed a bag, some stuff to me. We traded bags a year ago, and the postage from Canada was exorbitant.
It's not going to
$88.
Yeah,
too much money.
Mm-hmm. It was exorbitant. So even though it was a swap, it might as well have been purchased because the cost to ship it was outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Portland Leather Goods.
Christiana is looking for a good primer, and you use the e.l.f. primer.
I like the e.l.f.
The e.l.f. Yeah,
but there's different kinds.
Smashbox and MAC, and like for years and years and years and years.
No, I used Mary Kay for like 5 years. Their primer before primers got good.
Yeah, before primers were a thing.
It was EST.
Yeah. Smashbox, and you were using MAC. And then you went into Mary Kay skincare. Dior. We've used Dior.
But I like Dior's foundation. Anyways, back to primers. I like the e.l.f. Grip something. It's in the tube. When niacinamide. It's a pink one. But you don't get a per ounce. I don't use a ton, so I like it. I also like the putty. The putty one around the larger pores on your face. And then there's one by Milani that's blue, that's viral, that no one can find. I have to get out on Amazon. That I haven't even tried yet because I can't find it. Like it's sold out everywhere. Let me pull up my Amazon cart. That one.
Oh yeah, the Milani is called Conceal and Perfect Blurring Smooth Primer. This one.
You say that's the best for mature skin.
That one.
Milani.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to try it. It's in my cart. I'm about to buy it, so we're gonna see what happens. But I have like 4 primers depending on the day. Like the e.l.f. gripping one I like for going out to parties. The e.l.f. hydrating one I use every day. The putty is to get the pores to be beautiful and look like glass because I don't like my face to look crinkly or crepey. I could talk about makeup all day, like Jackie talks about bags.
Guys, my guilty secret pleasure.
Those are cute bags, by the way. I saw the other one you had lying around here. Lipstick?
It's all lipstick.
Are you serious?
Wow, that's a lot of lipstick.
That's all. Those are my higher end. I love it lipstick.
Do you still like Pat McGrath?
Huh?
Do you still like Pat McGrath lipstick?
Yeah, I still have a couple somewhere.
Yeah. Andy asked me about the way that you gave me that was from Egypt.
Oh yeah, what about it?
He just was like, "What is that?"
The Reddit
Jackie
stuff.
gave it to me. I don't know what it's called. You don't have yours in here.
No, it's not in this bag.
Well, good to know. I'll start buying new lipsticks.
Oh, this is my second most expensive. This is Hermes. This is Gwen Stefani. This is my Guerlain most. This is my most expensive lipstick in my entire collection because of the case.
$100.
Huh?
Is it $100?
Yeah, it is. You have to slide it.
It's fancy.
It's fancy. So it does this, and it has a mirror case, and you just buy new
Oh,
colors.
that's so cute.
Yeah. So that you can always wear your lipstick. Try it
Oh,
on.
that's so fancy.
Yeah. And it's a limited edition color with the Poochie case. And unfortunately, I just found out that Guerlain is part of the LVMH family group. I'm like, dang it! Like, I really am trying. Huh?
Does that upset you? Don't they own everything?
Yes. They own Dior. They own Guerlain, apparently. It's like, I'm trying to diversify, trying to find brands that aren't owned all by the same conglomerates.
Right.
And
Good luck.
unfortunately, they all are. Oh,
Everything's
did you hear
coming together.
Nordstrom's went private. They were able to buy themselves out of public domain, or not public domain, but out of the open market or whatever it's called when they go into shareholder net.
Yeah.
But because Bergdorf, Saks, and Neiman have now merged.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
and Brian and Jordan on the same company.
Wow. So that means in high-end luxury department stores, you have Nordstrom's, and then you have Bergdorf, Neiman's, and Saks, and they're all the same now. You know, they're all owned by the same parent corporation.
No more competition. They can just all charge the same.
Sort of like how L'Oreal owns everything.
L'Oreal owns like everything.
When did it become legal in this country for that to happen?
Because Nordstrom still existed, so they said that it's not. That's why AT&T wasn't allowed to absorb T-Mobile, because they said it would be a monopoly, and then they stopped Tapestry from buying Capri Holdings and Tapestry merging, because it would be a conglomerate, a monopoly. But somehow Saks, Bergdorf, and what am I saying? Saks, Bergdorf, and Neiman Marcus all become one.
Jackie, what's The Secret Garden?
The Secret Garden is a book. She's asking about a book, if you read the book. What she's really asking is, do you like this?
Oh, yes.
She gave that to me. Jeanette gave that to me. That's why she's asking about it.
That's adorable. I love Kate Spade. She has such fun stuff.
Show everybody else.
Oh, sorry. Again, me with it.
It's card case. It's just a secret.
Show the back. The back's pretty.
Yes.
So I do not have a YouTube makeup channel. In fact, I have no channels of any kind. I do as a teacher because my school makes me have one. But honestly, I have no time. I'm a dance coach.
She has kids.
Teacher and a parent.
She has a kids, a husband, and 7 cats. There's no time. The only reason she's up here hanging out with us is because this is her winter break. You know, and I happen to have a weird state holiday off.
She escaped the asylum for a while.
Yes, she says you escaped the asylum for a while. So know what she does when she comes up here? Hangs out and reads and just chills in quiet and silence.
And I can do what I want without interruptions. It's fantastic. I laid on her bed the other day and I just was watching TV and she's like, "Are you bored?" I'm like, "Nope, not at all."
Just getting some
Applewood's here. Applewood, did you see you won Kaz's giveaway 5-0? Oh my god, we are so excited for you. So excited. Ola May says you should just record yourself putting on makeup.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I mean, I do it.
The only thing is because she teaches high school, it's like, and they're on social. But if you're not on TikTok, they won't find you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They won't find her.
YouTube's
for old people.
Yeah, YouTube's for old people now. Yeah.
So is Facebook.
Yeah. Facebook too. Mm-hmm. Old people. Mm-hmm. I can admit it.
That's fine.
Yeah, Jennifer says that your Guerlain looks good on you too. Yeah, I normally do not wear lipstick that color, but that color on camera, everybody loves it whenever I wear that lipstick on camera.
It
Yeah.
really does.
Mm.
So talking about old people, I was debating, now that I dyed my hair brown, and before that I dyed it purple, but that was 6 months ago. And then I dyed it brown to cover the purple. But now my roots are growing out, and I'm debating on whether or not to let it go white because my roots are white. Like,
I personally really love white hair,
so do
but
I.
ageism is a real thing. So that's up to
Yeah.
you.
But I mean,
You
I
know,
think it's white everywhere now, even back there, which is kind of cool actually. Because before it was just
Letting
too
my
salt
gray
and
go
pepper.
gray drives my mother crazy.
huh? Real? Oh yeah,
Mom
our
dyes her hair.
mom dyes her hair. She hates the fact that we have gray hairs in our head. Jenny has some more gray hair than I do. She has children. She comes by it honestly. Like there's a gray hair right here. My mother for years has pulled out all of her gray hair and then dyes it. Now there's too many to pull out. She just dyes it all. And she dyed her hair blonde orange last year. I'm like, Mom, why is your hair orange? And she's like, Oh, I was dyeing and lightening it. I'm like, Your hair's orange, Mom.
Yeah.
Not cute.
It was not cute, but when you come from a place where everybody has black hair, they like to color it. Venus says she's 33 and I prefer YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does your kid watch? Like what is she
YouTube.
on? YouTube? Yeah. Yeah. I asked Jennifer all the stuff about the young people because I don't know any, and she
Right.
teaches them. So, like, what are they talk? What are they wearing now? What's the fashion? You know.
So we did a gift exchange with all the cousins, and I say cousins, they're not my cousins, they're not my family. I'm adopted into their family, and I got the oldest kid, and she is 7th grade, and I got her Converse shoes with stars on them because they rock, and I got her a stitched sweatshirt, and she thought I was the best person ever. And
Cool.
her dad Thomas goes, "How did you know?" And I'm like, "I teach teenagers."
The pulse. Fingers. I don't know
There's
anything.
there's some videos going around right now where if you go back and you watch The Office was the example that was given, which was made in 2004, which was 20 years ago. The only way that you can tell that it's not today is the size of their phones and the size of their
Phones.
computers, because style has stagnated.
Style has kind of stopped, and you can watch reruns of The Office from 20 years ago, and it's still today's style. The only telltale is the size of phone, and that's true. I love watching. Like it's like how I can tell with purses is does it have the old school cell phone pocket in it?
Mhm.
Like oh okay. Nancy says, I know people that spend a fortune for platinum blonde. I'm hoping my gray comes in faster this year so I can get that look. You know what? I had no idea how
I'm
much it
probably
costs
going to
to go
go platinum
platinum.
blonde.
Oh, it's so
I'm
much
going to
money.
do it.
I did not realize that $1,500 for a hair service
I
was
do it myself.
actually normal.
I do it myself.
I was like, no, but I was watching. I mean, people who do this of course, granted, this is New York, but that they get paid by the hour, and it's like an 8-hour treatment to get their hair to the color they want it. I am like,
It's $200 to $300 to get your hair colored.
here,
Mhm.
yeah, here,
Yeah.
you know, it used to
Mostly
be
like 3 to
it
4.
used to be $165, and now that's just for a haircut. That's why I go to a men's barber. It's like
I will, Jelly.
No.
First I'll use Oops. You know what the Oops is? Because this is hair color.
This is so cute.
First I'll use Oops and wash this out, and then I'll bleach it. Because it's just too much white now.
What's in this?
That's a charging brick.
Oh, okay.
That's my other pouch. This is my portable, throw it in my bag charging brick. Actually, I'll throw it in my bag right now. So anyway, we're gonna go live tomorrow on my channel with Jolie. I have no idea what we're talking about. Hopefully I'll have some mail so something can be shown. But I have a dental appointment tomorrow. So
Well, I have something funny to tell you.
What?
Okay, so my husband had an appointment on the 31st for his dental, and I had scheduled it because he kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. We have the same dentist. It's a family practice. And I used to have everybody on the same day. But then he got off schedule with my daughter. And that's just annoying. Like, I'd rather all of us go one day, get it done, take one day off, just do it. So I got my daughter rescheduled with me to resync because my husband's terrible about these things. And so I said, look, I'm making your appointment. You're going to go. And so I did. And so he goes on the 31st at 10 o'clock and he walks in and goes, oh, Mr. Joyce, we canceled your appointment. He's like, why? He goes, we think we made a mistake. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, another Andrew Joyce called and canceled their appointment, and we thought it was you. And he's like, well, it wasn't me. So he's going in tomorrow. But I thought that was really comical.
That is
like,
funny. That doesn't happen every day.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah.
Wow. Common name, I guess, around there. Jen was talking about Kerrville. How close are you guys to Kerrville?
Jenny's closer than I am. She's only about an hour and a half away. So where I'm at, I'm 2.5 hours away. Kerrville is where the James Avery Jewelry is their headquarters are
Right.
from.
Matt's
Kerrville
parents.
that's where Nancy. Didn't Nancy used to live there? No, New Braunfels, I think. She lived in Texas too. Matt's
yeah.
parents are from Kerrville.
Matt's
Her
parents
husband's
lived in
Kerrville.
Matt's parents lived in Kerrville. I've been to Kerrville quite a few times, so that's why I was asking.
It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's like
Yeah.
what they have in Kerrville are churches.
Yes, they do.
We do
Even
Renaissance Fair now.
looking out of their
we do
balcony on
Renaissance
their
Fair now.
house, that's what it was.
In
Just a
Kerrville?
church.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's kind of there's parts of Jen says they also have a Renaissance fair. Jennifer goes to all the Renaissance fairs locally because her husband likes them. They go to the one that's outside of Houston almost every year. They haven't in a while because we're going to Disney next year with them. Not 2025, but 2026, because we need to accrue the finances. I said, look, going to Disney is not a gift. It is expensive. Even if we have the room paid for, you have to drive there.
Yeah.
And then you have to have children who are going to go nuts for everything. And it's an easy $100 per day in food and it's not even like good food, it's Disney food, sugar. It's amazing, sugary greatness. But your kids will be hyper, they will be thirsty, they will be cranky, and they'll be overwhelmed. This is what you should plan for. But she's been to Disney, so she knows.
I went with the dance team, and it was awesome because I was with teenagers, and so I could do my own thing, and they did their own thing, and I spent way too much money.
Yeah, and she tried not to spend money. Like, she literally went with a budget, and like no extra baggage space, and she still spent money. Hertford, south of Amarillo. Oh, you were not in the fun part of Texas, Nancy. I am so sorry. You were up in the West Panhandle area. Ick. She's from the
Panhandle really
Pacific
considered
Northwest.
Texas? Is the Panhandle really considered Texas? Yeah, kind of like the Panhandle here. It's not really Florida.
It's just that part of Texas we forget about talking. Like, oh, that part.
That part.
It's nothing but cattle ranching and gas and oil, and there used to be more farming, but that part of Texas is they're under the Ocala aquifer, and it's slowly. I mean, it's not a renewing aquifer, so there's a water issue, especially with irrigation and farming out there. So it's not the best part if you're in that business, and that is what that business is in that area, is agricultural. So, yeah. she made her leave real quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff drying up out there. There's been documentaries on it.
Nancy says no trees. Yeah, you couldn't have moved to a more different landscape than where you grew up from, Nancy. Going to Amarillo. She's from Oregon originally. Yeah. Or northern.
Remember when we came down from Michigan?
Seattle. Oh my God! Coming down from Michigan, I thought we had just like, where did we move to, and why are we coming here? Because Michigan, first of all, there's seasons, and we came from Thailand, so we were excited to see seasons until we lived through those seasons, and then I
liked it.
Just because you're abnormal and like cold. Jennifer broke all the rules. Jennifer went on the the ice. She went out. If I was inside the house, Jennifer was outside the house. She ran all over the military base. They went walking on the solid ice. They did all the things Dad said don't do. Jennifer was never inside the house. They went tobogganing when they weren't supposed to. She went to the military gym equipment where you're not supposed to hang out as a civilian, and
Yep.
Jennifer did all the things, right? I was the one reading it. Jennifer did not know how to turn on the television because I was the one who knew how to turn on the television, and I always picked the TV show. We were only allowed to watch like 3 stations, so it's not like it was hard to do. But she was never home. She was always doing other things, and I hated the cold. Hated the cold. I was inside that house, and I'm like, nope, not going out there.
And then Dad
What
came up with the best punishment of our lives.
were you up
Jennifer,
on
you
Lake
stay
Michigan?
inside. Jacqueline, you go outside. And we looked at each other and we're like, what?
We were off Lake St. Clair at Selfridge International Guard Base.
Okay.
So one side is America, the other side is Canada. So the wind factor was intense.
Yes.
And yeah, so our punishment was I had to go outside, she had to go inside.
I did not know what to do inside.
I didn't know what to do outside. It was like, this is when I learned to keep a paperback book in my back pocket of my jeans. This is before cell phones, y'all.
Yeah.
No Kindles. I always kept a book in my pocket, and I would just read wherever we are at because I didn't care about what we were doing. And my mom hated it. She was like, let's go do this. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. No, Mom. Jen will go with you. Oh, Mom hated it. Mom hated it. And then after the divorce, we would skip vacations. Like I would go one year, Jennifer would go the other year, but we wouldn't always go together. As we got older, we had other things we had to do at summer school, or she had something she had to do. Like we didn't go every year. And finally, my mother said, I have 2 children, not one. I'm like, oh, okay. But anyhow. Whew. So I am talked out. We've been doing this for an hour and a half.
Yep. I haven't said a lot, but that's okay. I knew that would happen, especially with your sister being here today.
She's saying she didn't say a lot, but she knew that would happen because you and I are together. But no, it's okay. It's okay. It was
all good.
It was known.
It was known. Okay, so thanks everybody for coming, and thank you, Jackie and Jen. Say thank you to your sister for me.
Julie says thank you.
It was awesome.
We'll see you later.
Well, now that I've done a couple of these with Jackie, like I enjoy asking her about them because now I understand them more. And I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
Everybody wants her to do her own makeup channel.
Yep. They all want you to do your own makeup channel.
I will try to figure out how to do that. I mean, I put makeup on every day.
Yeah. And that's the thing. People want to see